Long before electricity, long before refrigerators and freezers, African ancestors had already mastered the art of preserving food. From the desert of the Sahel to the forests of the Congo, they discovered smart scientific ways to keep food fresh, using only nature, time, and wisdoms passed down through generations. This is the story of how African beat the fridge, the intelligence of tradition. When you think of ancient, don't think of primitive, think innovative. African observed nature, the sun, the wind, the earth, and turned them into tools for preservation. They learned that moisture causes spoilage, so they used it, smoke, and salt to slow down decay. What they were doing, unknowingly, was applying food science centuries before the term even existed. Drying, the power of African sun. Across Africa, the sun was the greatest refrigerator. Fish were laid on wooden racks near rivers. Meat was sliced, thin and dried into what we now call kilichi or biltong. Fruits like mango and banana were sun-dried to last through the dry season. Scientifically, drying removes water, and bacteria need water to grow. Smoking, flavor meat science. In coastal and forest region, smoking was the art form of preservation. Fish, meat, and even vegetables were hung over slow-burning fire. This smoke not only dried this food, but coated it with natural preservatives called phenol and formaldehyde compounds that prevent bacteria and mold. That's why smoked fish can last weeks before spoiling. Salting and fermentation, the chemistry of flavor. Our ancestors also understood salt was magic. In northern Nigeria, salt was used to preserve meat and fish for trade. In Ethiopia, fermented butter called niter kebe lasted for months. In Ghana, fermented kondo made kenke stayed edible for longer than fresh maize. Fermentation created good bacteria that fought off the bad ones, a process modern science calls lactic acid fermentation. It is the same principle behind yogurt and cheese today, but Africans were already doing it thousands of years ago. Underground storage and ash preservatives. In part of East and Southern Africa, yams and tubers were stored underground or covered with ash, slowed bacterial growth, while ash, being alkaline, repelled insects and fungi. It was ancient refrigeration, powered by the earth itself. Methods weren't just above survival, they shaped trade, travel, and culture. Dry fish from Lake Chad reached the Sahara. Smoked meats fueled warriors on long journeys. Fermented foods became national treasures, from ogi in Nigeria to injera in Ethiopia. Africans' preservation techniques helped civilization thrive long before colonial contact or modern technology. So next time you open your fridge, remember it's not new. It is just modern science catching up with African wisdom. Our ancestors beat the fridge with the power of the sun, the patience of the earth, and the genius of tradition. Because in Africa, food has always been more than survival. It is science, story, and soul.